Trump's first 30 days. It's kind of interesting. We'll talk about that now here on the Bob Dutko Show. Media Research Center, as you know, they're a conservative media watchdog group. And one of the things I really like about Media Research Center is that they don't deal in opinion. They deal in hard facts. What are the actual numbers? Okay, it's very mathematical, the things that they do. And so they decided to see what was the Trump honeymoon phase like, because the first 30 days of any presidency is considered the honeymoon phase. During the first 30 days, the media, it's kind of an understanding, the mainstream media, ABC, NBC, CBS, the overwhelming majority of the news coverage that they run for a brand new president is positive. I mean, that's just normal, and especially with Barack Obama, it was overwhelmingly positive. But even to a certain extent with Republicans. I mean, when George Bush first came in office, in his first month, most of the stories about him in the media were positive, because there's a honeymoon period that everybody kind of understands. He's a new president. He's trying to get things acclimated. Let's just kind of report on what he's doing and not necessarily go on the attack with a bunch of negative stuff. Trump didn't get a honeymoon period. Didn't get a honeymoon period at all. Media Research Center took the first 30 days of his presidency and they tracked every single minute of news coverage in ABC, NBC, and CBS to see what percentage of the media coverage of him was something negative, attacking him in some way. And this is through a combination of their own reporting, their reporters, as well as the quotes that they decided to run of either talking heads or citizens or people like that are saying, oh, he's just horrible, look what he, that type of thing. Now, I want to make sure everybody understands, during the first 30 days of any presidency, that's when what's normal is the overwhelming amount of coverage is either positive or neutral and a little bit of negative. With Donald Trump, his first 30 days, 88% negative. 88% negative. That's during the honeymoon of the first 30 days. 88% negative. As Media Research Center's reports, quote, in the first 30 days, the president and his team were the subject of 16 hours of coverage on just the big three network evening newscasts. This equates to more than half, 54% of all of the news coverage during that 30 days. 54% of everything that ABC, NBC, and CBS reported in their evening nightly news, 54% was devoted specifically to Donald Trump. And 88% of that 54% was all negative and attacks and criticism. Wow. And you know what the shame is regarding Trump? He pretty much is having to face this on his own. He's having to fight back against this on his own because of what I talked with you about before. The Republican Party, especially the establishment Republicans, they won't create a firewall for him. They won't fight for him. I mean, come on, think about it. Don't you think that John McCain and Lindsey Graham and Jason Chaffetz and the rest of them, shouldn't they in the Republican Party right now, Mitch McConnell, shouldn't they be holding press conferences, pointing the finger at the mainstream media, saying, leave our president alone. This is not right. We're not saying you can never criticize him, but stop it with the negative after negative after negative after negative attacks. Don't treat him differently than you've treated every other president. They should be coming to his defense right now, but they're not. Because either A, well, we don't like Trump in the first place because he's here to drain the swamp and upset the apple cart, and we don't like that. He's not part of the establishment. So they don't like Trump either, but he's a Republican, so we kind of got to side with him, but we're not going to go out on a limb for him. We're certainly not going to defend him. Or number two, well, we like Trump, but we're afraid of the media and we're afraid of the Democrats, so I'm not going to stick my neck out for him. So you have a bunch of cowardly Republicans leaving Donald Trump to basically fight on his own the media and the Democrats and the entertainment world and the celebrities and everybody else, and at the same time fighting the establishment of the Republican Party itself. Now, you got to give Trump credit for something. The man is a fighter. The man is fearless. He's like, I'll take you all on. I'll take the whole world on. I don't care. So, I mean, you got to give him credit for courage and confidence and strength. There's no doubt about that. But he ought to be getting help from the Republican Party. And he's not getting it in the way that Barack Obama always got help from the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton always got help. But back to the media.